How's it going, everyone? TWIF Week 5 preview. I have an expert with me this week from outside of the league. NFL football expert Ryan, the UT student.
Cool. Your first expert, I guess.
AKA Swift Donkey.
Yeah, nah.
He's featured in the League of Legends videos on my channel.
Yep.
So to quickly review the games from last week, we have Spencer beating me. This was a pretty clear win for him. He had Bortles go off very early on in the day, like it was like 9 a.m. London game.
Yeah.
And overall, he had Jordan Reed got 2 touchdowns. McCoy did very well. He has lots of running back depth.
Yeah. And that's something we went over before we had to restart.
Cole Beasley had a decent week at 7.5. He can kind of look to step up as Des Bryant is gone, but really Cole Beasley hasn't fully gotten touchdowns yet. And
yeah. Wait, so is Des Bryant actually out for this game?
well, he was out for last week.
He was?
This is last week, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But like Cole Beasley's getting around 7 every week.
Gotcha.
Do you, okay, so Spencer wins.
Yeah.
Lily loses narrowly to Disco here, who has some injuries, and they might even transfer into next week.
Yeah.
You said Crowell.
Crowell, yeah.
Crowell.
It's a Crowell.
Crowell?
Yeah, that's
Crowell's had a good year, lots of touchdowns.
Yeah. I mean, he's one of the bright. They have actually had several bright spots. Like, I mean, the RG3 thing definitely didn't work, but they've got some good guys coming up.
Terrell Pryor, right?
Yeah, Terrell Pryor, the old Ohio State man.
I think this game was kind of a shit show in a way, but
yeah.
Cameron got obliterated, had most of his talent on his bench. There's not a whole lot to talk about here. I mean, Julio Jones had a 300 and a touchdown. It's Cam
a career day, yeah. Yep.
Seagouch had running back troubles, couldn't even fill out a roster because of depth issues. Clap 4, the commissioner narrowly won versus the Fantasy Genius.
Yeah. Close game.
Close game.
Yeah, that was a good game, yeah.
I think Ben's team kind of looked weak at receiver here, and that was the key.
But it's like, I don't think it's more of an anomaly than anything. I don't think. Yeah. Those two guys will be fine.
And in a real snooze fest, Aaron beats Black Magic, who put up 58.
Yeah. I think Aaron was bragging about his team, right? Thinks he should be like 4-0 or something. Yeah, let's take a quick look at his team, actually.
All right, we'll start off with his game.
Okay.
All right, this is the commish versus Aaron. You begin the preview.
Okay, so which one's Aaron?
Aaron's tradition of losing on the left.
Ah, okay. Good name. Fits him well, right? Tradition of losing.
He even has the thorns.
Oh, man. Oh, we were talking about Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's got him. He's starting him, too. What else is he? Man, look at all those buys on his team. Yeah, no other running back, so no other quarterback, so he's just all in for this guy. Ryan Fitzmagic, dude.
Look at Fitzpatrick. 9 interceptions in the last 2 weeks.
That's what we were saying, dude. 6 in one game and 3 in another. Crazy. At least.
I think Fitzpatrick here, he has a tough matchup, and Jameis Winston has a tough matchup too. So I don't think the quarterback's going to do a whole lot in this game.
Well, yeah. If you're one of the people that believes Carolina's looking weak and you think it's exploitable, then maybe you give the edge. But maybe Fitzpatrick's like really looking to come back and play strong. And Pittsburgh gave up a pretty good day to Carson Wentz. So
I'll say this: Rampy hates Jameis Winston, so it would be really funny if Winston went off against Rampy's team.
That would be funny.
I think C.J. Anderson has a pretty good matchup. And LeGarrette Blount, I don't know, he's questionable. Is he going to play? I hate this Sunday morning questionable shit.
Yeah.
Should be able to go. Yeah. I don't know, Brady's coming back. I think Blount probably has the edge, actually.
Yeah, I would say so.
Todd Gurley and McKinnon, definitely Gurley. He's been looking pretty good.
Yeah, they're finally hanging around. The L.A. Rams definitely upswinging.
Victor Cruz has been stealing some of Odell Beckham's catches.
OJ, I like that.
I give him the edge. Yeah, honestly.
Yeah. Well, Deshaun Jackson was I think he was playing hurt last week, or he got hurt during the game, so didn't have that. Yeah, didn't have a good day. I think he's always a deep threat when he's playing Baltimore. So in the early game, yeah, primetime game for Cruz. I don't think. Yeah, I mean, Cruz, I don't see him as a guy that's gonna get like 80 and a touchdown today, but I think Deshaun Jackson can get that. So yeah, I'm hoping for Odell going off, but since I have him in my league, but Greg Olsen, tight end is really interesting. I think a lot of tight ends are having good games, you know, in a season where you didn't think a lot of tight ends were worthy to grab. I think for your whole team, so it's kind of you're really just kind of banking on a tight end to kind of go off, and I think, but it's impactful because a lot of tight ends have been able to just kind of grab 20 points randomly in some of these weeks.
I thought that Olsen, he's been pretty decent despite Carolina being terrible for a few weeks.
I'm sure he had like definitely a couple double-digit games already. Yeah, there you go, 18 and 15, and then like for 7 and 6 points in the other 2 weeks. I mean, yeah, the number one tight end, you know. So there you go.
I think
it's really, I mean, just really quick, it's really just him and Jordan Reed at tight end right now. Before like Gronk comes back, I think Eifert's coming back soon, so soon it's gonna be like them four maybe that are fantasy threats. So
I think here at the end with Crabtree will do better than Tavon Austin. Well, it'll be close. What do you think, Crabtree or Austin?
As someone that has Amari Cooper, I'm giving it to Michael Crabtree. It seems like teams are focusing Amari Cooper, so Crabtree's going to get some of those looks. And I think if last week I remember he got some of those looks. Yeah, okay, wow, there we go. 3 touchdowns last week. Yeah, I've been like following, like some years when my league's like more competitive. This year we kind of threw it together, like no money, just kind of for fun. So, and it's kind of like, so last year I would like, or most years I'd keep track of the players a little more and kind of just like know who's like has more touchdowns, like who's kind of being like a touchdown threat, and then did not know like. But this year I haven't really been checking. I just kind of know like what teams have been doing well. Yeah, so focusing more on like football as a viewer than the fantasy side this year.
I think that Crabtree will do better than Austin this week. But I think overall, look, the Niners already lost and contributed nothing. Hey. So I think that at the end here, tradition of losing will take it over Clap 4.
Tradition of losing, yeah.
What do
you think tradition will take it?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. I would say so. I think Todd Gurley's a good edge. But I think he's a little shallow at wide receiver, to be honest. Because you have Deshaun Jackson, T.Y. Hilton, and Crabtree all. If like Winston has a better day than Fitzpatrick, or like somehow a combination of C.J. Anderson and McKinnon have like a comparable day, I don't know. I would give it to Clap for Bacon. Well, okay, so yeah, because his defense has played so far at 0 points, so. And he does have the Broncos, so it's close. It's close. I might honestly give the edge over here, just slightly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go to the
But Jared McKinnon might hurt. Let's see what the projection says, actually. Oh, the projection's close, too. Tradition of losing is supposed to, edge it out. Tell me how this game goes later.
Okay.
I'll ask you tonight when a lot of the games are done.
Here we have Ben, the King of Funny, on the left versus Kevin, Black Magic, on the right. Matt Ryan and Phil Rivers. I give the edge to Rivers here because he has the better matchup.
Yeah. Let's say so.
Ryan Matthews and Jennings. Jennings is coming off an injury. Matthews has a easy matchup. Edge Matthews. Murray and Hill. I think Hill has a good matchup versus the Cowboys defense, but DeMarco Murray has been getting lots of touchdowns, and Miami's defense is terrible.
Yeah.
So I edge Murray there. DeAndre Hopkins was awful last week, and Danny Amendola has Brady this week, and they're playing Cleveland. I edge Amendola.
Yeah.
Amari Cooper versus Odell Beckham. I think that Amari Cooper will outperform Beckham, who's kind of been struggling this year.
I think they're going to try to get the ball to Beckham a lot today, so I don't know if I give an edge here. To be honest, I think it's super close, and because I don't think Amari Cooper didn't have a good week last week either, and so they might be trying to get the ball to him a lot too. So, what about
I think Jason Witten will outperform Kyle Rudolph.
I mean, what's Witten been doing so far? I don't think he's been having a good fantasy year.
A bunch of fives.
Yeah, there you go. But look at how Rudolph had a good game last week. So you don't think he could get sneaking into the end zone? He's been having a decent. He's touchdown each game. So you think he's sneaking into the touchdown against Houston?
Houston has a good defense. I think they'll both do both pretty average.
Chili's. Okay. Yeah, I can believe that. So who do you think has the edge this game?
I give it slightly to Witten, honestly.
Slightly. Oh, who do you think has the edge in the game in this fantasy game?
Oh well, I think Sproles is probably better than Reddick.
Yeah.
Sproles is kind of a multi-threat on offense. It does it all.
Yeah.
And then Justin Tucker, the UT native.
Shout out.
He will do better.
Still remember his kick against Nebraska?
He's playing Washington, so he has the edge there. And then Eagles and Vikings. The Eagles will probably have a field day versus Detroit. So I give the advantage to Ben, the fantasy genius here.
Okay.
What do you think?
I would too, I think. Because I think if Houston wants to win the game, they're going to try to get the ball to Hopkins. So he might actually have like a decent day. Alright, here. Go to the next one.
Here we have Cameron versus Seagouch.
Dak versus Roethlisberger.
Roethlisberger is going to have a field day. I think if Prescott throws an interception, it's today.
Okay. Well, you think Roethlisberger can have a field day against the Jets?
Yeah. The Jets have looked bad. They've been turning it over. I think
their defense has been still pretty solid, though, right?
I think he'll have lots of chances to score, though.
Yeah, okay.
Also,
Le'Veon Bell played well. He's returned, so let's see what he's done. Okay, he had 100. Yeah, he had a good day. They ran it up, though, so.
I think he'll do better than Duke Johnson, who's playing the Patriots.
Yeah, for sure, because Duke Johnson, while he's like a good second punch, but they're definitely just using Isaiah Crowell right now, so. For the most part.
I think Melvin Gordon will outperform Ferguson.
Is this a Cameron? Cameron's team, right?
Cameron on the left.
Yeah. Put the wide receivers in this week.
Yeah.
Oh, Rob Gronkowski's back on the right side, though. Travis Benjamin. Some nice wide receivers. I don't know about who this is. Jay Ferguson. Josh Ferguson.
He's basically the guy who comes in 10% of the time for Gore.
Yeah. And then they throw like pitches to him, I guess, and like little screens. Eddie Royal, Julian Edelman. Probably give that to Edelman. Yeah. Royal might get a look though.
I think I'm buying every New England Patriot this week.
This week you already think it's like,
yeah.
See, the thing is, I don't think the Patriots are eager to run it up on teams anymore. They don't care about that.
Yeah, but they have Brady back. They're gonna perform.
They can perform, but I bet like it hurts. Like I don't buy LeGarrette Blount. I think he drops. I think you should have probably because Brady's back. I think you honestly like.
So who are you edging this to?
I'm giving it to Cameron.
Okay, I give it to Cameron too.
Yeah.
Weston versus No Fried. Giving it to Brady, obviously. Buying on him. I mean, it's not even a contest.
Right.
Devote Freeman's been getting a lot of his carries stolen. What do you think about this matchup?
Denver's been, still one of the best defenses. It's like when you play. Trevor Simeon's been able to help them win games too. So Denver's looking good.
I give the edge to Zeke over Chicago's running back, though.
Yeah, Chicago's running. If that's their the young guy that's supposed to be pretty good, he's been looking good. Yeah, he's been looking decent. Played a good game last week. But they're playing Indianapolis. We're definitely we've been feeding Ezekiel Elliott the ball a lot. He's hopefully short up the fumble issues. So, but I like Steve Smith. Steve Smith's someone that I drafted and he's been sitting on my bench this whole time because I haven't had to start him, and he had a really good week last week. So I wonder if he'll keep that up because I know he gets a lot of targets still, and up until this point, like last week of the season, he was getting a lot of targets. And like, I mean, 87 yards, 64 on bad, terrible days. But yeah, I mean, I remember the first week he had like 9 targets, but only got like 2 catches for like 19. But finally, maybe he starts stepping up.
I tried to pick Smith up this week and got wavered.
Uh huh.
I really like him. He's one of my favorite players ever.
Yeah.
And he's been a
Scrappy guy. Yeah.
he's been a guy who always gets a lot of targets over there in Baltimore. And I think that he'll get outperformed by Antonio Brown this week, who's playing the Jets.
Yeah.
Fitz, I don't.
Well, Fitz already put up 20, so
yeah, Evans isn't gonna break 20.
yeah. So I think do you think let's say you switch it up. Let's say Antonio Brown gets 20 points. Who edges out Evans or Steve Smith?
I think actually Smith will do better because he's playing Washington.
Okay. Yeah.
What about you?
Hmm.
Steve Smith.
Well, I mean, aren't the Redskins have Josh Norman, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's one of those things. I think I say this a lot, but it's like if Tampa Bay has any shot at winning the game, they got to go to Mike Evans. So I think there's good potential Mike Evans can have a good day, you know? So I don't think I would. I don't think I would ever bet against Mike Evans in a lot of matchups because he's just a big guy that they throw touchdowns to. They try to get him, whether it's deep touchdowns, like red zone looks. And so Steve Smith is someone that, like, I think he's shown that's been bottled up on certain days, or like even if you target him for like the short conversion plays, you know? And so yeah, like he has a touchdown out of these 3 games. Played Denver the last time, so Carolina's. But I think Carolina, even though they're a tough matchup, their secondary's been looking spotty.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, they're known. They lost Josh Norman. They're playing. I remember watching the first week when they played Denver, and like they just were playing like these second string guys. I think one guy that they were supposed to play didn't play. They started like a rookie, and one of that was because a rookie outplayed him. Sorry, or like, yeah, we don't know.
I think that Martellus Bennett will do better than a Gates who's hurt.
Yeah.
And I think Shepard will outperform the Carolina
Payne,
guy who's splitting carries. Gano will do better than Vinnet. Well, both kickers will have good days.
Yeah, and then Rams, Dolphins. Yeah, Rams. I mean, it could go either way.
Who do you give the edge to here?
Rams or Dolphins?
No, overall.
Overall, I would probably give it to No Fried Rice.
I would give it to No Fried too, honestly.
I mean, I think just at each position, except Steve Smith and Mike Evans, which could actually go both ways. Yeah. Oh, Antonio Gates is back, so but questionable. Yeah. Like Sterling Shepard is the only obvious advantage, I'd say, and Sterling Shepard isn't a guarantee to. He's just been like doing well.
Here we have Spencer versus Lilly. It's almost already over because Spencer's up 45-0.
30 points. David Johnson, man. You always wonder if like a running back like that breaks through, if he can like sustain his like success during his like first NFL fantasy draft. You know, I feel like there's always a lot of those players, and he's someone that definitely just panned out. Good pick. I think he probably went top 6 in like most leagues, if not top 5. But if not the first one. I'm surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he was first running back taken in some leagues. I know, like, there were some people that were telling me they like did not want to take like Adrian Peterson, and I guess like people that thought that were right, but it was like a nasty injury.
Both quarterbacks are due for a good day here, I think.
Yeah. It's a discussion that you can have, I think, between these 2 guys. Which guy?
Matt Forte and Frank Gore.
Yeah.
What do you think about this?
I mean, you give the ceiling cap to Forte. I think Gore's maybe due for. Realistically, you think Gore could probably get 10 to 15 here, but Forte can get anywhere from 0 to 20, I would say, or 0 to 25 at most. Stop right there. But Terrell Pryor, Demaryius Thomas, I think has the edge there. Jordan Matthews might have the edge over Vincent Jackson. Jordan Reed has the advantage over Cameron Brate. I think Cameron Brate, right? That's his name. Is it Chris or something? Cameron. Okay, there's Cameron. Mohamed Sanu probably doesn't have the edge over LaShawn McCoy, even though he's questionable. But he's playing against a rough. That's a pretty close matchup. Nick Novak probably give the edge to Chris Boswell here. Especially if you think Roethlisberger's going to run it up against the Jets.
I think Spencer has edges across the board here. Reed gets touchdowns. Pryor's a big part of their offense. Jordan Matthews is a big part of the offense.
Yeah. I think so too. I mean, minus having Aaron Rodgers, and I think Wentz can get points that are comparable to Aaron Rodgers easily this week. So, yeah, definitely edge.
Yeah, I'm giving it to Spencer.
Yeah, Harambe's revenge. Nice. And here you go, your team, Lemon Dogs, of course, versus Disco Hobbits. So you have 17 points already over Hyde. Nice. He has a buy-in still. Yeah. Oh, I think we went over this, right? Or maybe not yet.
Oh, well, we can hit it quick. Just
Yeah.
assuming that Disco doesn't start people, this should be an easy win.
Yeah, even if he starts people, like, he can only put in Tevin Coleman in for, like, Jonathan Stewart is, like, his best bet. So, and, like, I mean, he could put in some. Does he have a wide receiver? Like, maybe Marvin Jones. Well, Marvin Jones had a good week. Yeah, 2 weeks ago, 205 and 2 touchdowns. So, those, like, outlier games. You never know. Corey Coleman, I've heard, won't require surgery, but he'll miss. Oh, that sucks. Inactive. Yeah, he was a guy that's like looking up, maybe a guy that has potential to step up because, like, Josh Gordon's always hurt or always suspended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
definitely
think,
edge to you, I would say.
Yeah. Overall, I think AJ Green will probably have a good day along with Nelson. I'm kind of curious as to whether Benjamin can start reeling in big games again. Hopefully he can, and the Panthers recover.
No.
Derek Carr is looking to have a good game.
Yep.
Versus San Diego, so I think I have the edge here.
Yeah, definitely.
So if you enjoyed this TWIF, make sure you like and comment and subscribe for more.